We've got a few more devotionals in All the Voices series, and this one is called Known Sheep. Now, we talked about how he knows our names back in the beginning, but this one is a little bit different. In John 10, our base chapter, the listeners are saying, "How long will you keep us in suspense?" to Jesus. "If you're the Messiah, then tell us plainly." And Jesus answers them and said, "I did tell you, but you're not believing. The works I do in my Father's name testify about me, but you don't believe because you're not my sheep." Those are some strong words. "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me. I give them eternal life, and they shall never perish, and no one can snatch them out of my hand. Jesus was talking, and the people were listening and asking him if he was the Messiah and to tell them plainly. And Jesus says, "I did tell you, but you're not believing." He had shown them the Father by all the works he had done, and the listeners didn't get it. They really hadn't heard the voice of Jesus. Have you ever been talking to someone and you feel like they're not really listening? Maybe their mind is thinking about something else, their attention is quickly averted, or you can tell that they're just ready to exit your presence. That's not a fun conversation to have or a friendly one. Jesus has been talking, going about his Father's business of loving and healing and doing all the Father told him to do. There was evidence all around that he was the true Messiah, but these listeners were still asking the same questions. How long will you keep us in suspense? Are you really who you say you are? And Jesus calls them out again. So that we call this Devo Known Sheep, because once we believe and follow Jesus, we are known. Once we listen to the voice of the shepherd and believe in who he is, we enter into this eternity-long relationship with him that can never be severed. I'm not sure there's any relationship on this earth that cannot be severed. If you think about it, the root of the breakup is because one person in the relationship doesn't feel known. A married couple severs their relationship due to one feeling unknown by the other, not cared for or ignored, etc. Siblings, even grown ones, fight over something related to the family, and one exits the scene feeling unknown, unseen, and unloved. This aspect of being known is a huge deal in relationships, and honestly, resting in the fact that we are known starts with recognizing the voice of the shepherd over all the voices of the wolves, the hired hands, the liars, the thieves, and the robbers. A truly known person in a relationship doesn't have to worry about a bad day when their sorry nature slips out and they act badly, or about a time when their faith wanes a bit due to weariness or longevity of pain, or even a day when they feel like being silent and alone. If they're in a relationship with a person that truly knows them, they have this freedom, this peace, this solemn assurance that they're loved and cared for, and they rest in the knowing and in being known. I think this place of connection with the shepherd is somewhere we all desire to be in the root of our souls, to be a known sheep, to be one that actually heard the voice of the shepherd and believed, and not among those that are still questioning in unbelief. Those that were questioning Jesus and quizzing him constantly, they never stood still, they never quieted their mouths, and they never opened their hearts to observe and listen. If they had, they would have seen and believed that Jesus was who he said he was. Sheep listen to the voice of the shepherd. They know his voice and they follow him. It's that simple. There's a time we all question, but we can't make those moments of questioning an entire way of life. There has to come a time when we choose to believe Jesus for all that he does, who he is, all that he whispers, all that he humbly demonstrates us to follow. Otherwise, we live this life of constant fret and searching of something to satisfy, knowing that there's nothing apart from him that satisfies. To be known, it's an awesome place of rest that's available to all of us. And it just won't be our experience as long as we stand among the sheep that question and refuse to stand still long enough to observe and listen. I want to be one of the known sheep because there's nothing greater than to know and to be known by Jesus, the great gatekeeper that lays down his life for the sheep so that we're all protected and loved forever and ever, because nothing can get in to destroy and kill.